real quick. Oops, nope. Let's do a little adjustment here. A couple of modifications. And there we go. And what are we doing right now? We're going to be painting this scene from Gladiator. So any fans of Gladiator, you might recognize this iconic scene.
It says a copy of it to Russell Crowe.
Just send him the original. And let's go ahead and put on some headphones so we can listen to some stuff while we're painting. Kat, I got headphones in, just letting you know.
Okay.
Pop open the slides now. So for those of you that don't know what Gladiator is, definitely it's worth knowing. If you don't know what it is, you know, it's one of the greatest films, one of the greatest movies ever made, pretty much. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Literally one of the greatest movies ever made. And here we go. We got a couple of adjustments I need to make to this. So this part right here needs to come out a bit further. So we're gonna go with a nice dark brown here. And we're just gonna paint this here. Paint this around. We're gonna throw some gray highlights into this little section right here. What's up, El Cid? Yes, I'm painting it right now. I started about 2 hours ago. No, I started a few hours ago, and I've been working on this for about 2 hours so far. So we still got some, some more left to go. But quite a few hours of work left to do. But so far, just getting the initial paint through done, and this initial paint through is just going to help guide us and create an efficient painting process throughout. But yes, welcome El Cid Capricorn. Welcome, dude. Welcome to the show. Seems like this might be your first time, so glad to have you here. But again, this is based on based on a movie. I have a reference right here next to me. It is a clip from it is a screenshot from the movie. So, this is not totally my own creation, right? Like, I have a reference. I have a great reference here. And references are so important when you try to do things like this. So there we go. There we have it. I want to create this shoulder piece. Give it a little bit more dominess for the shoulder piece. I think I need to find some green. Let me find some green colors here. Welcome. I hope you're a fan of Gladiator. Epic movie. Movie of epic proportions. If you have never watched Gladiator, I highly recommend you do so tonight. Literally one of the greatest films ever made, okay? Like, not only is there some of the best storytelling ever told, but it has some of the most incredible characters, the most iconic characters you can ever possibly see. It has amazing, beautiful cinematography, like everything you could possibly want in a movie, except maybe gratuitous nudity. Everything you could possibly want in a movie is in the Gladiator. Very nice. Joan, what's up, Joan? Hello, welcome. Yes, sometimes I may be delayed just like a minute in saying hello, so forgive me. This is live and I am facing my canvas when I paint, so unfortunately I may not always get to everybody right away. What I want to do right now is I want to find some black. I'm gonna lay down some black right now. So that. All right, well, Joan, no matter what age you are, you don't have to share it. Like, that's the beauty of the internet. You don't have to ever tell anybody anything about yourself. The internet can only give what you tell it, or can only take what you tell it, right? So, I highly recommend keeping your privacy, if you can. So, thank you for sharing the info, but just not necessary to join this live stream. So we got this piece. You need an overlapping piece right here. And then another overlapping piece like here. I lost a bunch of people. It happens. I lose people sometimes. And that's okay. Watching somebody paint, you have to be really interested in artwork and painting to actually want to watch somebody paint, to be honest. Or you have to be watching a tutorial. And I don't do tutorials. So, you just got to be like, I get it. I get why people would want to like leave, right? I'm not delusional to think, so delusional to think that my words are so entertaining that people would just get sucked in by my words, right? So I totally get it when people want to leave. But anyway, yes, my live stream is artwork, and that's pretty much mostly what I do here. But anyway, I really like where this is at, where some of this figure is at. So we're just going to keep working with this. Clean off this brush. You said hi. Yes, you said hi. We're going to go back to the grass blending machine. All right, good, awesome. Hey, thanks for tuning in. See you later. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. What color do I have on this right now? Got a red. So with this red, I can go into here. I can what should I do with this red? I can actually add some of these reds. Add some of these darker colors into these figures in the background here. Remember to be strong, keep fighting no matter what. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Powerful quotes. I am a big fan of wise words. Thank you, thank you. So I'm going to clean off this brush a little bit. And I want to go back. I want to tighten up the spaces around our figures, so let's find a good brush for this. Use a flat brush to go into these areas and help to tell the story in these sections. Actually, you know what? This brush probably won't do a good job. It's too scratchy. This brush, it might go like good in here. Let's see, where might be a good spot to use this brush? Nowhere. Nowhere is a good spot. You know what? I can scratch my way down that, but let's go with the big one. It's Raya. How long have I been doing YouTube for? I've had a YouTube channel since about 2016, but you know, never really got serious about YouTube until like, I don't know, 2019, 2017. Didn't really get serious about YouTube until about 2017. So, do those years really count? Not really. Maybe. It's more that experimental time. We all got to go through those experimental days, right? Experimental days of YouTube. Let's get just want to fill in the spaces around everything. Like right in here. Let's go right into here. What is this painting of? Good question. Have you ever seen the greatest movie of all time called Gladiator? If you have, let me know. If you haven't, that's fine. We just have to have a little talk, because that means that your movie tastes are a little off. If you have not seen Gladiator, there's an issue. There is an issue because it's one of those things where it's one of the greatest movies of all time, and it's just like it's a you just can't miss it. Like, this is not a movie that you can just like go through life without watching. Like, if you go through your life without watching Gladiator, you have not seen a great film before. All right, well, I'm not going to explain it any further because that would totally ruin the movie. You just got to go watch it. So, one of the greatest films ever made about a gladiator, hint, hint, I don't want to spoil too much, about a gladiator that gets captured and becomes a prisoner. And basically, Russell Crowe, it's one of Russell Crowe's greatest movies ever. And you just got to go watch it. Like, it's got cinematics, it's got action, it's got drama, it's got the most lovable characters that you could possibly ever create, and it's got the most despisable characters ever made for film. And it's just an amazing movie. So, that's all I could say is it's just an amazing, amazing movie. I mean, there's action, there's drama, there is like, life-changing storytelling. I don't know, the cinematics, the action is amazing. It's just literally like one of the best movies ever. So that's all I could say. And if you have not seen it, you're probably too young. But go watch it. Go watch Gladiator, please. It really is one of the best films ever created. I'm a very good painter. Thank you. You watch Squid Game? Hey, Squid Game's a great movie too, you know. Squid Game is an amazing movie. So, I mean, amazing show. What am I saying? It's a show. Squid Game's an amazing show. I like Squid Game. It's not quite as good as Gladiator, but it's good. I mean, Gladiator's a movie, you know, it's just one of the most iconic movies of all time. But Gladiator's good. I mean, Squid Game's good. I recommend Squid Game.
Hey.
So right now, just making sure that I can fill in the space here. These are actually just bricks. Bricks in the background here, so just trying to paint it through. Give a nice thorough brushing. We're making a season 3 of Squid Games. Yeah, I think, isn't it just a continuation of the second one? I'm pretty sure it's not like technically a full season. It's just like half of season 2, right? Or did they get confirmed for 3 seasons? I don't know. It sounds like you know. So I'll go ahead and let you tell the story. It sounds like you know what you know, what you know. And I'm totally open to knowing what you know. So here we go. We're going to go down like this. We're going to have a nice dark green coming down like so. Pretty sure this guy looks like, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, he looks like he's wearing sneakers in ancient Rome, which sometimes that can happen. Like if you watch a movie closely, like, you know, the filmmakers aren't paying attention and like, you know, they accidentally, this is way too big here. Where is, yeah, this is way too big. So we're gonna reduce the size of this. You thought it was Egypt? What do you mean? Oh, you thought this was Egypt? I mean, I don't know exactly where it takes place. Like, obviously, the gladiators were in Rome, but part of where this takes place is outside of Rome.
England.
Because they capture, I don't know if you know this history at all of, you know, gladiators, but they pretty much capture, gladiators are like slaves, right? At one point, gladiators are slaves, and basically the idea is that they have to fight for their freedom. I mean, that's the whole premise of, like, you know, gladiatorial fighting. And they could have been gotten from all throughout Egypt, Europe, the Africas, you know, all over.
Can I interject?
Huh?
Can I interject? Can I interject?
Yeah, what?
Because your facts are wrong.
Oh.
Russell Crowe's character was a soldier for the Roman army.
Yeah.
And he was fighting in Great Britain. They were trying to conquer there.
Oh, okay.
Which they did for a while. That's why there's Roman ruins in England.
Yeah.
And he was fighting, and he lost. And he was captured.
Right, Macedonians, right?
I guess, I don't remember who he was fighting against. I assume someone from Britain. But he was captured.
Right.
And sold to Rome to be
who?
a gladiator. Back to Rome. He was sold. And they said, it doesn't matter that you fought for us, you got captured. It was...
No.
Yeah.
No, I think what happened was,
Hey.
Oh. No, he came back, and then the father died. The father was going to pass the kingdom down to Russell Crowe, but the father died, and then his son exiled him so that the son could become king.
Is that when he got
Russell
captured?
Crowe won the battle.
Oh, I thought that's where he got captured.
No, Russell Crowe, I don't want to spoil too much, but Russell Crowe, for the sake of debate right now, Russell Crowe, he won the battle against the barbarians, the barbarian forces. And the king was gonna make him the ruler. But what happened was the son wanted to become king, so the son murdered the father, and then exiled Russell Crowe, and then had his family murdered. And that all happens at the beginning of the movie, so I'm not spoiling too much. But
You're right.
the cat. So, like, they were the Romans, and I think the barbarians were, like, an Irish, the Celtic tribe or something.
Probably.
But there were also, I think, it's suggested because there's lions that some of the gladiators / slaves trying to fight for their freedom were from the Africas as well.
Wanna play? Okay. That's fine.
Huh?
Talking to Pookie. She's playing with my hand as I clean. Okay, dishes washed, except for 2, which are gonna soak, because they're left with rice for days. So they're soaking. That was work. I should have just changed the thing. Right?
Oh, is it still going?
What?
Huh?
Is what still going?
The beeping.
No.
Oh.
But I should have changed it. That was a lot more work washing all those dishes. Okay, but I didn't. Hey, hey, hey.
How far am I going to take this? What do you mean how far? Like how far am I going to take it tonight, or like just how far in general am I going to like make it realistic? How far am I going? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna just keep going until I feel like I'm done. Sometimes that's sooner, sometimes that's later. When I feel done. But you know me, I'm not like an ultra hyper realist. So that could be this evening, and that could be, like tomorrow, or like an entire week from now. I don't have these plans necessarily all planned out yet, I'll just take this as far as my mind tells me to take it. Until I can't take it no more. I mean, I might go very detailed. We'll see. You never know what happens, right? You never know You never know how far
Stir.
a person will take anything. You know, I might challenge myself or I might not challenge. You know, we'll see. I don't know yet. Just don't know yet. Oops, I already messed up. Let's bring in some yellow. Need to paint this back up. Yellow and white.
Hi.
The possibilities are endless with me. Endless. Is no end to the possibilities of
Okay, Simba.
how far I might take this. That's why my painting live streams are so exciting, is because everybody that's watching knows about as much as I do.
Okay.
As far as what's happening. You know, I don't know. I barely know what I'm doing half the time. So, you know, I think that keeps everything at a good surprise. We have good surprises. But I really like how raw this part looks. I feel like I could use this color palette to like learn how to like paint meat
Mr. Scout.
and things like that.
No, it's not what I want. Ah! It's not what I want. We're not watching babies. We're not watching the babies. We're watching Bridgerton.
Joan Baisley prefers other colors. That's cool. What colors do you prefer, Joan? Joan, weren't you? I thought you said you were going to like. I thought you said you were going to do something. I mean, you're more than welcome to like stick around, but what happened? Did you get so caught up in my artwork that you just couldn't leave?
Oh,
That's cool.
wow.
I like that idea.
Oh God, you're all swooning over me.
Or me. Oh, let us hope that whoever lays claim to be an excellent friend until has no scruples. Or just completely in the family. In fact, there's probably no more than.
Let me see where I can use some more of this like dark shadow. Where I can this shadow here. We're gonna go. Could use it for some people's hairs.
Shall we get some?
Or this Van Dyke brown is the color that I'm using. Use it for this guy's hair. This guy has some hair as well.
Is it?
counts in years instead of months.
Much as so they changed in that time.
Good deal, I know. It was all the rage in Paris.
You look distinguished about when you came in my house.
I was so young, it was near the clothing. Whereas elsewhere, things seemed to have fundamentally changed. Am I mistaken? Or was Eloise walking arm in arm with Cressida Campbell?
As you said, sometimes time moves on. Why didn't you tell us sooner that one of us would be the new Lady Frederick?
How will I handle the background crowd? What do you?
Both married women must retaliate.
That's an interesting question. What do you mean by how will I feel like I'm handling it like, are you just asking me how would I do it? I would just, I'm just going into all the details and, get as much detail as I can. As far as the background, that's not the key focus, right? The background is not the key focus. I will add just enough detail that, kind of helps to tell the story, but I'm not going to paint, every single figure in tremendous detail, if that's what you're, really asking me. Yeah, we're not going into tremendous detail. They'll probably be pretty blurred, for the most part. It'll be a pretty blurry background for the most part. You just get the idea that there's going to be people watching. You like the block wall the most? Out of all the things that I'm doing here, you like the block wall the most. Okay. All right.
I do not wish to see citrus colour ever. Sour colours indeed. But what has brought about this sudden desire for change? Hard enough to live in my mother's room, but my sister's. To live at the whim of either the most cruel or the most simple person I know. I must take a husband before that happens. Just time. I see. And does my lady have a septic suitor in mind? I should like to be sensible. Someone kind. Allows my privacy for reasons. Then a new look is just the end. Perhaps something like what they are wearing in Paris.
I love it, brother. Where's it from? Trader in Marseille.
My perfume is from Paris.
Where would I have seen
The painting isn't finished though, so there's plenty of time to impress Omizu. Yes. The ultimate goal is to continue impressing Omizu.
No.
To entertain Omizu. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? That's a quote from Gladiator, by the way.
Time for the Modis.
Are you not entertained?
Time?
Are you not entertained?
Thank you. It is lovely. Truly. Oh my, we really are. Fantastic.
Eloise?
Eloise, surely you are not eager to hasten to the Modi?
What's with this white right here? I don't need that much white. This needs to be like a yellow.
A rare Bavarian.
This needs to be yellowed out a little bit with our ochre. This white needs to chill out.
You've never been one for silly romances.
The white in this section needs to chill out a little bit. It's a little bit too much.
Women making their way outside society days with very nice. This book has humour and truth. Pains of friendship. It's also improbable.
Can I take it your taste in friendship has changed as well?
Cressida surprised me this summer. She showed me kindness in the country when no one else would.
What of Penelope?
I mean, honestly, you can learn so much about composition from just like following looking at movie screen clips.
Secrets? Must be lonely.
She's so pretty.
I mean, this could take me months, this could take me weeks, this could take me days, this could take me hours. I mean, I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm going to spend a good amount of time on it. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you get so engaged in a painting that you just finish really quickly, like surprisingly fast. And then other times, you know, you could spend, you work on a painting and just feels like time just takes forever to go by, you know? Because you're just not enthusiastic about the painting. And I am enthusiastic about this painting. The shield, you're assuming it's a shield, is loosely rendered, which means anything past it should not be rendered in more detail than the shield itself, or I lose depth.
You may not understand what I did, but I was only trying to protect. I do not need your explanations.
So this is not a shield. This is a, like, it's just a part of his armor. Just FYI. Like, it's like a shoulder, like, you know, like Hollywood, you know, costume designers love to add like little things to just, you know, make something pop. So it's not a shield, it's just like this. You gotta watch the movie, man. Like, watch the movie. Watch the movie so I don't have to explain what this object is. There's a lot of pop culture reference here.
Quite certain mother has a list of young ladies she could. Brother, please take some of his attention. You are invited here.
Watch the movie.
And your many new admirers. I'm not certain that should cheer.
Watch the movie.
My apologies for the wait.
Go watch the greatest movie ever created,
Pardon me, wife is-
aka Gladiator.
Hey,
Mr. Dundas is here to see us around.
Mr. Dundas, can I offer you a drink? No. No, thank you. I shall be quick. Yeah, go ahead. In all fairness, Mrs. Ulrich, of your great aunt, Lady Kent.
Kent, yes. I met once in my youth in Coldmaiden.
She is colder now, I'm afraid.
ah,
She's died. Has she left us something?
She has not left you something. She has left your son everything. And
Go
while
watch the movie, dude.
closely related to her, none have male children. As such, Nicholas shall be the next Baron of Kent.
I think I need to push the head out just a little bit further.
Perhaps
I'm gonna go with a little bit of this hint of red.
wow. A corgi. They have a corgi. My favorite part is sex. Sex part. Yes. Bird, you want the ice cream? I like that. Alright, give it to her, Anna. Give it to her. Oh, yes. Whoa. Yes. More.
All right. Don't watch the movie. Your loss.
No. What we are doing is not like your one made from air.
we have to start somewhere.
So My first week as Fire Countess in Ravenhall. Tonight is Lady Danbury's ball. I must put a brush.
My pretty, pretty kitty. She's so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
I should like to try something a little different tonight.
Yo, what's up, Lachlan? The painting. I'm only here to sell movies, okay? You know what? In fact, I'm gonna sell the movie Gladiator while we're watching. Because I have the ability to do that. Isn't that cool? Now that I'm thinking of it, I could make an entire, like, thing just selling movies.
Lady Danbury, you've outdone yourself once again. As you know, the first war is no small thing. I do take it lightly.
Dude, I totally agree with you.
I wonder what Whistledown will write about next this year. Season's off to quite a good start. I'm sure she will find something. Make something up.
Pardon me, you failed to collect your cloak.
Yes, of course. I do not think that would be necessary.
What's going on? Devastating, my own. You are mine. It is not us they stare at.
She spends my fortune before I can claim it. That is her intention.
There we go. I should have done that from the beginning. Why didn't I think of that? See? Isn't it great? Omizu, man. So many reasons why I'm so glad that you are here to keep me on my toes, and then remember to do things like just selling the movie while we're streaming, because why not, right? Why not?
Miss Rubens, pleasure to see you. What a striking gown you have on.
You as well, my lord. Not the gown part, obviously the first part. It is a pleasure to see you all in your proper evening dress, which is not at all gown-like. You genuinely enjoy it. Of course I do. There's simply so much one can do with it.
For example,
Since you have asked. The stem stitch, tried and true. The straight stitch, running stitch, chain stitch, a French knot, if one is feeling bold. Oh, yes. I like to read very much. Perhaps too much. My mamma has always told me to put my books down. Not that there is anything wrong with reading. Of course, not quite sure of her reasoning. Do you all like to read? The feather stitch, the fly stitch. Ooh, the detached chain stitch. Do you know your favourite, Miss Eloise? The shift stitch. I'm not familiar with that. It is the one that shifts this conversation and perhaps something besides embroidery. Oh, a jest. Clever.
we should take our leave, lest we remain too long with Lady Whistledown something to write about.
And that one? Who is she? This is her third season out, but there are several impressive new contenders for Your Majesty's favour should you care to grace them with such.
And why is
Bending
she
the head a little bit.
Well, it is sometimes a victim of the law that you have not yet selected a diamond. A diamond is precious precisely because it is rare. I throw one diamond ball and anxious mammas expect to diamond every year. I threw a zebra ball once. Do they expect to meet zebra every year? You are right. You have only named the diamond once. I believe.
All right, and here we go.
Whistledown who named the
Here we
diamond
go.
first.
Bam, bam.
How right she was about the Duchess.
Miss Francesca, tell us, what are your hobbies?
I play the pianoforte.
That is magnificent. Your other.
Excuse me.
Oh, I think what your friend means to say is, drawing besides your hobbies. Yes. What do you desire? What do you despise?
This is a little too bright, but that's okay. Let's go. Deuce this.
I think my brother needs me. If you would excuse me. Brother? I should like a moment alone. Oh, dear, this Francesca quite well.
She's simply making as do I. And I should like to use that moment.
Please.
Got me thinking. That's right. That's right, man. You got me thinking. Let's see how we can define some of these eyes here.
You really ought to take the floor again.
More time?
Once one finds oneself on the wall, it is difficult to come off it.
Not what one does. At least the wall is not asking what makes me tick.
Did you not enjoy conversing with this gentleman?
I expected conversation. I did not expect to be inspected as if I was some rare insect writhing under a microscope.
You do not much like attracting notice, do you?
Not really. No.
Perhaps that does make you weird. It seems as though every Bridgerton was born to attract notice. One way or another. I am different from my siblings as well. It can be difficult, can it not?
They are wonderful. Each of them.
You're lucky. And you're lucky to have so much notice. Even if it is trial. For some of us, notice is what it starts.
Miss Francesca, how goes?
Of course not. You really ought to take to the floor again. It's difficult to come off the wall once you are.
Come in.
Are you well, Miss Featherington?
Yes, full headache.
On the ice cream or from the very congenial looking miss with the sleeve?
Don't worry. I've been the recipient of an untold number of living looks, as with mediocre advice. Lord Gamblin, is it not?
I have the feeling that you, in turn, might have to make one with her, if you so choose.
Me? I suppose. Excuse me, oh, I'm so crazy. My deepest apologies.
Others. Accidents will happen. Miss Featherington, I shall finally make to help.
Turtles on a half shell. Yeah, right. Hilarious. You are the harbinger of hilarity.
Perhaps if you don't want such cheap fabric.
The harbinger of hilarity, man. Let me tell you. What would the world be like without the humor of Omizu Paints in my live stream?
She did not
It might be dull.
Featherington there. Why concern yourself with her? I want to know what happened these late nights. Whatever happened to her, I must say, Bridget, that you are much more fun this season. Excuse me, just a minute.
Colin, what are you doing out here?
I'm just getting some fresh air. Why are you too sick? Especially in such a charming dress.
Do not mock me, please.
Mock you? I assure you, I'm quite serious. The combination shoot.
I feel like I need to put a dead gladiator over here
Do you not have a chaperone?
at some point.
You are not a spinster.
I'm in my third year of a marriage, but with no prospects to show for it. What would you call that?
Something wrong. Between us. I love you, as I always do. To me, breakfast. If you are going to make a set up,
I swear, my painting style is so ADD because
You miss me, you would never caught me, is that correct?
I'm constantly going back and forth between
I overheard you. And my mum was called last season, telling everyone how you would never ever call Penelope Featherington.
painting different things. I feel like non-ADD artists would pretty much just like
Of course, you
finish
know,
one whole section at a time,
I
you
knew
know?
that from stock of the tonic when I changed my entire wardrobe. It just never occurred to me that you of all people could be so cool.
But it also could just be my painting style, because my painting style is like, you know, very like loose.
Gentlemen, here to see you.
Lady Featherington, I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Thanks.
Walter Douglas, Esquire. I work for the Crown, responsible for ensuring the licenses smoothly within our great towns.
Let's grab a red here.
So what do we know? Melissa?
I've been made aware that your cousin Jack Featherington recently left town with an entire fortune.
Yes, sir. My cousin is Swindler. That man was a terrible liar.
I have in my possession a document he signed granting the estate to his once he produces a male heir.
A document is valid. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
It's a rather unusual situation. Were any of your daughters with child?
Oh, I do hope you'll see the news anyway.
I see. Currently, the Crown is unaware of another living male heir. It would be quite a task transferring the estate to another family. a great deal of upheaval for the Federation tenants and society, and frankly, should I find that this rather convenient document is in fact forged before one of your girls has in hand, the upheaval may indeed be necessary.
Necessary. Well, it is a good thing the document is not forged, and the work goes too slow.
Very good thing indeed. I shall pay another visit to your place. Such a beautiful home. Good.
Thankfully, I do not have much competition this season. Aside from Francesca, who stirred up a deal of interest, I suppose. But I do think my handling of Claire View was a clear message. Would you agree?
I believe the message was received by all without signature.
It is true. I thought we did not like Claire View.
What you did was cruel and unnecessary. You often talk how difficult it has been for you to find a husband. But do you not think it might be easier if you displayed a bit less frankness?
It has been difficult to find a husband. It has been more difficult still to find a friend. I'm not happy since my debut.
And here we go, getting some of the final
I did as a
figures here.
The season has a way of coming between young ladies, pitting us against one another. I suppose I've fallen prey to it. Once. Or twice.
Or thrice? But you are right. Society does not seek to forge affections amongst us. It's also I was in noticed.
I did try to befriend you the first time. You rejected me, sweet. And you do not blame me. I've not always been kind. But whatever Penelope did to lose your friendship, you're right.
Bluey?
She is
Dude, I still don't. I'm still so confused about what you're talking about, Bluey.
Let us think only of ourselves. We are far more interesting.
I'm inclined to agree with you. How are your meetings?
Well, really as good as I've had. Sure, it's good.
There is a matter I must discuss with you first. Your mother.
I know, she's doing everything she can to delay her move. It must be pretty late.
What if you did not? Your mother enjoys being my countess so much. While I have already spent years taking care of Edwina and running the Charme household. And I've never seen you happier than when you're away in the duty of running this place. So why not put ourselves first for once? And extend that.
You're quite sure?
We are our lives to be Viscount and Viscountess. For now, the only duty that interests me is making you loud. Let your mother stay.
I do not want to speak to my mother.
Oh, my goodness. You just cleared the desk.
What?
He just cleared the desk.
Too much what?
He cleared the desk.
Oh.
So they're gonna send.
What's up, Scout?
How was last night?
Satisfactory.
Hey,
Think of the balls as playing do it. When you play with another person, there is a certain vulnerability which can be quite frightening, I would imagine. But it is worth it once you find that person with whom you make an unexpected harmony.
I'm not frightened of Rosemary. Or of another person. What you and Father and Daphne and Anthony will have is enviable, but it is also rare. And I'm not certain I need to feel butterflies of unexpected harmony by your metaphor.
But you will at least be open if love comes your way. Yes?
Let us see what happens.
Mom? The Viscountess is looking for you.
You've been visiting.
I'm sorry for intruding.
It's alright.
What color is this? Let me see. Where's a good mid-range that I can play with right here? Let's go.
It pains me to see you upset.
Then perhaps you should not have come.
I'm not the man I was last season. I most certainly never shared with you. The opposite is true. In fact, I seek you out at every social assembly because I know you will lift my spirits and make me see the world in ways I could not have imagined. You're clever and warm and I am proud.
Mizu, bro.
It's been a bit soon.
You are losing me as far as trying to understand
I pray I might finally feel that way if it's
what you are saying.
never materializes.
Husband, you see? Let me help you.
Help me how?
I was in 17 cities. What I have is the charm. Can we talk?
Colin, I cannot have you with me whispering into my ear in every boardroom.
There is nothing more I want than to earn back the favour of the one person who has always truly made me feel appreciated. What do you say?
You want me to shake your hand?
It is perhaps unusual, but are we not friends?
Friends.
Seems to.
Dearest gentle reader, when the tide of change turns, it can be sudden, fierce, and deadly, especially for the unprepared. It seems to this author that our long is moving with the changing tide, to be sure.
Lord Kent, welcome to your new home.
All right, and then let's get some. We need to cover up some of the. So this is a problem with doing a painting on top of a black painting. Is that everything that shines through is going to be black? And you probably could have, you know, like if I was to use red, if I had started this canvas, so this canvas is one that I already painted over and I did it with black. And I think what happened, you know, obviously anytime you paint something, what's underneath is going to show through as far as oil paints go. And anybody probably could have told you that this was going to happen. But, like if you really wanted to make this an extraordinary, vibrant, beautiful painting, maybe start with a red underpainting. Red or yellow. But you know what? I think the fact that I used
You of all people would be quite interested in today's
the fact that I used a black underpainting, a black canvas, I feel like adds to the overall feel of this grittiness. So this gritty environment.
You aren't mentioned.
And then there are some who take the embrace of change a step too far, as with Mr. Colin Bridgerton, who seems to have embraced a new personality entirely. But one must wonder, is this new character the real him, or simply a ploy for attention? And does Mr. Bridgerton know?
How are you? I don't care what Lady Mr. Dunn writes about me, but ruining Miss Thompson, Lady Crane, and then Lady ruining you last season. I will never forgive her.
Do you have any idea who she might be?
I do not, but trust me. If I ever find out, I will make sure it is her life that is ruining me.
So there should be 1, 1, 2, and then 3. So whatever this is needs to be merged.
They really do beauty sleep. Everyone needs this. All right, let's go.
You got me really good. Why? You know, with my blood. Here. Don't swap me. Here, look at that. You see that?
I think right now what I want to do is I want to outline this figure a little better. So we're going to go grab some of our yellows here. Our yellow, pink. I'm just going to go outline them. Do the same thing. This other part of the face. My biggest problem with this painting, the biggest problem that I have with it is that, what problem do I have with this painting? You know what? It's so funny. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I guess I don't have any problems with this painting. Excuse me. I don't know what I was about to say. Maybe it's for the best. Hold on, we gotta put this on mute because I have some guests. It's the cleaner or the glass thing,
Oh, good.
the glass device thing.
Awesome. Yes.
But anyway, let's go. So we are back. We're gonna continue painting these walls in. Gonna be nice and wonderful walls here. This is Omizu's favorite part of the painting. So of course we got to make sure we do a great job, right? I wasn't sure if he was saying this is his favorite part or if this is just what he feels is the best part, which means the rest of the painting sucks. But either way, you know, it's what that's the one great thing about live streaming is you pretty much get like instant feedback on anything that you do. And you know, when you get that instant feedback, it's like, oh, okay, I know what I got to lean into. You know what you should lean into. You know what what to work on.
Evidently, diamonds are not so rare, which is exactly why I'm not choosing them. No matter how many jewels anxious mamas might send. So you are unperturbed by what Lady Whistledown has written? That she thinks I am afraid of choosing a diamond? Why should I be? I hear my choice last year, Miss Edwina, has made a splendid match of all. Certainly, Your Majesty. So why not continue? With your success. And give Whistledown exactly what she wants, I think. Besides, I have not seen nearly enough from this year's girls. If I am to grant someone my favour, she must do more to match, I think. I shall simply choose someone who precisely. My sparklight shall be the best match of the season. And then Whistledown will be reminded once and for all. It is she who should be afraid. He said that the fools rush to judge, while the wise watch and wait. Years ago, Miss Henderson, once thought to be on the shelf, triumphed over many a year to marry Earl Fraser. Miss Dunham had been doomed to spinsterhood until she married Valerie Lee, and Miss Katani Sharma, at the ripe age of 6 and 20, still managed to capture the heart of none other than Richard. I'm glad your mamma let you keep your dresses. Looking glass does not lie. The truth is, that which some dismiss as common rock time reviews to be precious stone. A fact the new Baron of Kent and his family are learning this very week.
So that door is the east gate.
And if you'll follow me.
Let's get some Russell Crowe action in here. I know he's waiting to get some FaceTime. So let's go like this.
How many rooms are there? 27, including service quarters. Mind you, do not bother Mrs. Connor or the cleaning rooms. And this is your bedchamber, Mr. Woodbridge, just opposite Mr. Woodbridge's.
Separate rooms.
Yes, that is how it is done.
At other times, what appeared to be priceless, under pressure shatters like glass.
The Kent estate has got the son of a boxer. What if some shopkeeper or chimney sweep is next in line for us?
Why worry yourself, Ma? One of the girls will make good.
Well, I'll raise a compliment to Rotten Road to get some fresh air.
You not see we're busy here.
What this author knows to be true is that diamonds are not the only gems that sparkle.
Would you prefer to be promenading with fellow debutantes?
Would you like to watch grass grow? And it is not me. Yeah, I am.
I don't understand the limits of your new album. You're a snug and crusty there, but have no interest in other debutantes. With ribbon in your hair, but why should we find
Why must I be the object of your curiosity? It is not me whose outlook has most changed.
Did you not promise Anthony you would give society a try? I shall see them later.
Let's try to find some highlights on the nose here. Go with some yellow highlights and something light yellow.
So, how do we begin? Well, perhaps there's a book I read on Sean.
You said anyone might help with the lady whistle down there.
She has never been more wrong about anyone. Just pay her no heed.
Indeed, sooner or later she will be caught. And we shall dance on the day of her demise. Now, I'm not talking books. If you are to secure a match, you must engage in real life. I should like to see your skills as they are first.
But I have none.
You don't have to wave your fan, blot your lashes. Often that is all it takes. Men are quite simple beings.
Well then, I suppose I can show you.
I really like where he's at, but I don't really like where this figure's at yet. So we're just gonna keep working and working until we figure it out.
How delightful to see you all.
Let me use some reds here.
Miss Spellington, you seem discomposed.
No. Well, my lord.
Okay. He did it. He is rather handsome and a lover of music. Yes, oh, he's not the only one. Lord Petrie and Gogh are both great supporters of the arts.
We're gonna take a really small brush. We're gonna try to add some browns.
Her Majesty is not done with this season. She is still seeking her diamond back some other day. Nevertheless, she desires to see more. And it could be anyone.
Anyone?
Anyone who is already made.
your fatigue as a good sign? That you have been engaging in the unnecessary activities.
Albion and myself have frequented 3 different places of business just this morning.
Places of business? What kind of places?
An upholsterer, a silk mercer, and do you know what? I might like to change some things when I become the new Bedlington.
Fine. People think that you are both putting the cart somewhat before the horse. There is, I trust, every reason to hope that you might, before long, be presenting a family with
Mama, how rude. Albion and I are very passionate.
Of course, good. And you? This tea is quite bitter. Never mind the tea. Yes, Mamma, we've been familiar with each other. What should I do? How often? Once. On our wedding. Do you think they will simply appear in your room? You must be familiar with each other often to create bond. But I want to be out with my husband showing yours, not in bed, and it flattens my hair. If you want to meet your sister, you must try harder. Flowers in your eyes, a harbinger of fertility. I suggest you make good use of it.
Oh my, we're having a threesome.
What?
We're having a threesome.
Oh yeah, they're doing a threesome.
Yeah.
Nice, good for him.
And he looks quite happy.
Good job, bro. You got a threesome.
You late. Also decidedly naked.
Wonderful.
Great, Colin. Little whore boy.
Same time tomorrow?
No, they must kiss each other. Come on.
Are you quite sure you wish to resume my lessons? Or are not angry found to be a lost cause?
The truth is, you do not need a lesson.
You agree I am unteachable.
You are very teachable. Simply do not need to be taught. You already know how to do this.
I assure you I do not.
Do you remember when we first met? I was riding my horse, minding my own business, when I was by a devilishly yellow pet trouble.
It was not my fault the window came off my head.
Whether or not, you certainly seemed pleased when I landed in the line.
I apologize.
Yes, and he was so very charming about it, teasing me, not to the snow crab. And I think I know why. Because we were children. Before the self-consciousness of adulthood set in, before we started caring what others think.
Colin, it is impossible to be in society and not care what others think. Society is entirely composed of the judgment of others.
Do you know what I discovered when I was abroad? No one knew me. No one knew who I was supposed to be. I was entirely freed of being the Colin Bridgerton that one knows me to be. Which is how I became myself. And living for the estimation of others is a trap. Once you break free, the world opens up.
You make it sound so easy.
Man.
Why is it you want a husband?
So that I may have my freedom. So that I may feel comfortable in the world.
See, it'll be finding that comfort in yourself that will get you. What is the one thing in the world that makes you feel most comfortable now? Most at ease?
There used to be Sunday teas at Richardson House. So one of the few places I could go and chaperone and truly be myself. But there's no longer a possibility.
I'm sorry about whatever might be coming between you and Louise. What exactly happened?
I should get back. Before I noticed.
It's a little bit too bright this ear. Bring that down a little bit as far as shade.
Cookie, come here. Cookie.
I have long marveled at your shop through the window of Madame Delacroix. It is another pleasure entirely to step inside. There were 30.
All right, I'm gonna take a liner brush here. I'm gonna go with this liner brush. I'm gonna try to find some. We're gonna improve the shapes around the head here. So let's grab some of this white. Actually, this is okay. I like the expressiveness a bit, but we do want to go into here. I want to dull this white down a little bit because it's just too bright.
I'm so grateful now the market seems to have I can delay dealing with suitors at least another year. Maybe even longer if you hold out together.
I regret to disappoint you, but the prospect of marriage is the one aspect of the season that I welcome. I'm eager to find a suitable match and be done with it before Mother schemes to get the Queen interested in me.
I thought the Queen was no longer interested in the season's young ladies.
Lady Danbury says the Queen only wants to be dazzled.
You gotta add just a little bit of white to go right here.
Perhaps there are others vying for the Queen's favour, but what matters than her scheming?
Miss Hartigan, Miss Malhotra, I have some information you might like to know.
Hesitating, Isaac.
I do not hesitate, and yet here we are waiting.
Well, perhaps it was to your fortune that she fleeced you in the last hand.
Play a long game. I'm pleased with my hand.
Hashtag code. I am out of this round.
So coward.
Where is the strategy? We may need more coins the way Hyacinth is played.
Come here.
You certainly are cheating.
Do you think me a magician?
If you are, please teach us some tricks.
Here.
No, thank you. That was right.
Another bit. I've been eagerly waiting your visit.
As have I, but perhaps it would be better for me to meet both market instead of country first.
We are going to market this. We're going to rich and joy.
Why?
Where is this, of course?
But kind of my mates outside Eloise.
It's out for the afternoon at the release with Francesca and Lambda.
And the rest of your family.
Out to the garden. You've seen my family play town now. You know how competitive they are. Hyacinth loves to win. Jerry hates to lose to her. Benedict will refuse to miss the spectacle. Trust me, not one of them will be leaving that table with the chat.
Here.
It's strange to be comfortable at Bridgeton House. So, we're going to practice it.
I was comfortable at Bridgeton House previously.
We needed the place to be alone. Here, your maid can wait outside, and we can pretend we're at a ball.
Have you gone mad?
Imagine it would be that. The quartet is like the pianoforte, preparing for the Parisian quadrille. Here, on the sofa, some mamas are debating the merit of the decoration. Across the room, gentlemen are asking young ladies to dance. And here, we have the lay table, which is where we shall begin.
Very well. Shall I pretend to flirt with the imaginary jealous?
No, with the dashing suitor you just met by the refreshment.
You?
I'm the perfect person to practice on. You don't have to be embarrassed, you know me.
That's exactly why I will feel even more embarrassed because I know you. Forgive me, it's only deep inside. I know I can be clever and amusing, but somehow my character gets lost between my heart and my mouth, and I find myself saying the wrong thing or more likely nothing at all.
Forget what is wrong. Imagine what you want to say to me if I was you. Without concerning yourself with how you perceive it.
Oh, pretty girl.
Your eyes. The most remarkable shade of blue. Yet somehow they shine even brighter when you are crying. I might say something like that if you were listening.
Well, I was rather direct.
Hello, Lucy.
You can hide this stuff.
Redo the. I'll have to redo this eye. But I think we're moving along here. I like the way this area looks. So let me try to find this piece right here.
Can now declare with great certainty, Paris is some of the most beautiful women in the world. Lucky I am to be surrounded by the tree-lined streets of Loire, the charming cafes along the Seine at times. The city is still alone at night.
In those moments alone, my fingers trace freckles.
I'm gonna go brown.
Across skin. I marvel at how one can feel such intimacy, but also such great distance. You reading?
No, I did not mean to.
You did not need to pick up my journal and read it.
No, I did, but I should not.
No, you should not. Whatever you read was not meant for another's eye. Damn!
Pull in your hand.
There's nothing.
It's not nothing. Stay there. Please. Let me.
I could actually make this sword a little bit bigger.
Oh.
Because it is a painting, which means I have some liberties that I can actually do stuff. Can actually make changes. And let's see about this section. What color was I just using? I have no clue what color I was just using. I think I was going right there, so maybe. Like that, and then I want to dull down this area right here. Dull it down a little. Get rid of this pink. Let's go bring this section down. I'm gonna actually highlight this section just a bit more than the side here. I feel like I'm losing the textures. So let me just find a way. I'm trying to figure out how I could still keep the texture while Let me go like this. Gonna try to find some of the darker areas on Crow's face so that we can touch up this area. All right, definitely messing up a Russell Crowe face because I added. See, I can't work with small brushes very well, but I added too much paint. So now I kind of gotta like go back into it and like, figure out how to mesh it around again. It's annoying. Let's try one more time. Not bad. All right. Reduce the size of this eye a bit. Give a little bit of shadow right underneath the lip here. You're running away, Pookie. You're running away. You're running away from the guy trying to shove his face in you. All right, let's go tighten up these walls again. I mean, these walls, we're going to come down. And then right into here, we're going to create some more wall. Going big brush, baby. Big brush, baby. Well, let's take this. Looking for a brush and I'm in no rush. try to use this round brush. That's it. I really like where he's at. So I can actually start to put in some gray greens.
Hello. Hi, babies. Hi. Hi, babies. Babies. So quiet. Scratched my hand.
I'm gonna mix them in with some various shades of blue.
Perhaps we should put this to the death. What is he saying?
Indeed, thank you for the
Kitties.
perhaps visitors next time? Would you not like to at least see?
We may have had different tastes in garments. Lady Kent is such a choice.
Pookie, Scout, stop. Go.
So little trouble here.
None of you was at our house.
I'm sorry for that. But it is difficult to know how to act when Stella do not know what happened between the two of you.
Send her apart.
Yes, you've said that.
Here. Books.
You wish for me to pass that?
No. Come here. She doesn't wish for her to be friendless, and you might be all she has now. Come here. Perhaps she's onto the house. How is she? I mean, I do not need to know details, but I only want to make sure she's not suffering or despondent.
She likely is suffering and not despondent. In fact, she seeks to take a husband's.
Her husband, Penelope. Just someone like her.
Perhaps she has changed.
She's not seeking a husband in you, I hope.
No, I'm only helping her find one.
Is that wise? What if anyone were to find out about your helping her?
What? Who should help her? She does not have any male relatives.
Yes, but you're an eligible suitor. Perhaps the most eligible right now, strangely. It would not look right.
No, it would not. And that is why.
I'm gonna go into these eyes again. There's like too much. These eyes are like too kind. They're too nice for this scene. He's literally about to stab this dude. And his eyes are like, you know, they're too kind right now.
Finally, they seem to be putting in some work.
Yes, Your Majesty.
That's a little too much.
Maybe your curtsy been low enough even the first season out.
Dear, you should know it is not my intention to push suitors on you this season. Perhaps you might become acquainted with a few other young ladies, so that your circle is
I live in St. Thomas Co. I planned to. Do you mean it? Miss Bridgeton, would you like to take a turn about the room with us? I do enjoy a good turn.
I think I know what it is. Try this again. Sometimes you gotta try like try like a dozen times before you get it right. I think what's happening is
At tea, Lady Danbury mentioned the music for the flying suit.
Several, I believe.
To start with one and see what the evening leads us. Here.
Scout.
Good evening, Mr. Bridgerton. Mr. Bridgerton.
Ladies. And more ladies. If you can talk to your backs.
Mr. Bridgerton, I've yet to see you on the dance floor.
What say you? Happy to dance? Yes. Well, may I have the next dance?
I may have to take my break soon so that I can like recalibrate on some of the stuff that's on here.
Mr. Dankworth? Mr. Finch?
Where are your legs?
I've lost mine somewhere in this splendid celestial display. I send mine to look for pastries.
Your wife is pastry, Mr. Finch. Perhaps if you savored her as much as you do food, she would be with child by now.
I think of Prudence as a bonbon, delicate and oh so agreeable.
Mr. Dankworth. Sir. I shall find them for you.
Has anyone told you that your brother was rather terrifying?
Good evening. How's your hand?
Much better. I see you.
I'm sorry again for reading your writing. You truly write so well. You make it seem effortless, which is so difficult to do. Would very much like to read more one day. Would let me.
Trina didn't bring. I will consider it. At least one more tonight.
Very well. What would you suggest?
Him. Lord Priscilla.
Lord Basilio is a viscount.
Did you appear referring to me? Not forget. It's all yours.
Gosh, getting this facial expression just right is pretty difficult.
I cultivate reserve.
His facial expression is okay, but his Russell Crowe's just I can't get right now.
Lord Basilio.
So let me work on some of these people in the background.
His horse recently died.
You are joking.
I have not. Colin.
We should go up.
You know, whenever I have a disagreement with an acquaintance, I find the best course of action is simply to return their debt.
Do not think that would be possible with Mary. Unless I pretend she's a ghost. She was at my house today.
Whatever for?
It seems Colin is helping her look for a husband. We used to say we would be spinsters together.
Less about the scandals of your brother, and even more so for Penelope. Well, she may not think you dead, but her feelings toward you are clearly altered. Perhaps you ought to alter yours as well.
Yes, you are right.
Eloise, do you have any special talents with which you hope to impress the Queen?
Talent, no. Unless you consider an actor saying the wrong thing at the wrong time a talent. By the time I tried to tell the French student he was very nice, instead called him Unschweck.
An owl. I know. Mr. Ford. He's rather furry.
Unfortunately, owls have feathers, not fur, so even if I had wanted to insult the feather, I would have found it out as well. Yes, well, in truth, I cannot blame the teachers for my talent. It's not their fault I'm in fact such a troublesome student.
I think we're very talented indeed, your most entertaining speaker.
mine, so. Excuse me.
Now I see why no one came to the bar for so long.
Mr. and Mrs. Mundrich, welcome to the top. I have been up against men in the ring that could have killed me, yet I somehow find myself more nervous about tonight's program of dancing and socializing.
Well, at least you have your arms, but I think they're movements.
You both look superb. And do not be intimidated. Rather enjoy it.
What time of the young lady?
Are you courting?
No. Estella is lovely, but that was needing the one's sister bit.
I am not certain Miss Crowell is taking your experiments so casually. Excuse me, I must find some taffia. Your situation is making me a little more nervous.
One dance and suddenly you want to signal you are available. How will be expected to understand who needs society more than even someone born into this world cannot grasp? Do you see those two? Nor the name of the name. It is considered impolite to dance on stage at the same time. They cannot keep themselves off. Coordination. The rule is you're not supposed to have more than 1 or 2 drinks at these events, and yet they are like that every time. Drunk as fiddlers and happy. Do you know what both of these couples have in common? They are married, like yourself. These rules are to keep the marriage on return. Once you have performed your function and found your match, you are free.
Right, Kafka. Petri is quite the music devotee, and I hear accomplished on the tunes, huh?
My countess flattered. My love for the instrument surpasses my ability to control.
The cello is such a beautiful instrument.
Indeed. What music do you use?
Lately, I have been enjoying Rubens. His poetry is quite beautiful. And Beethoven's Appassionata. I could listen to it forever.
That is quite expressive music. I once had a rumor of trios written to convey his feelings from Mademoiselle Utrecht. Do you not think we can feel it in the music?
Mostly enjoy the chord progressions.
Mother in her natural sphere, always watching with a fruit brush.
Lady Danbury. After Emily's fumbles last season, I am fearful of pushing another daughter too hard, but also fearful that with the POSH Francesca will marry his first good enough match.
I never set foot out of her natural sphere. A conundrum.
Maybe I'll add a hint of red into the backdrop here, you know, just to
The best thing you can do is
add some drama. You know, we always need drama in our lives. Always. Everybody needs drama. Everyone, go make some drama right now. Go make some drama, people.
Yes, make some drama.
I
Huh?
maybe with child already. I must eat too.
your arrogance did not count as beautiful. That is enough.
You must stand with your husband. And my cook paints a support for you. You could be setting on for later. I'll get our legs together before we arrive. Just prove your voice. Look here.
Thank you. For you to
Down. I simply enjoy it.
a woman's pleasure is somewhat more subtle than that. You see, when he inserts himself,
Inserts himself. Inserts himself where?
what an feelings clenched in.
Like we kiss, and then he makes an odd sound, and then he goes to change his britches.
Oh God.
Which is new on. Of course.
Why must I be punished?
Tell them. You gotta give them the birds and the bees talk.
appearing white. Excuse me, ladies.
But we've not nearly had enough time to show off our gifts.
Has anyone at least had any good crossing? I cannot think of anything at the moment. Good evening, Lord Remington.
Miss Featherington. It's a fine evening, is it not?
Suppose so.
Heard Her Majesty's introduced a band and it is caused some consternation with your fellow young ladies.
I do not much care for idle gossip.
Truly, you're a more resolute person than I. I love a bit of gossip. Perhaps I should not be so eager, but on day's whistle down is delivered, I sit by the door and read it as soon as it arrives.
Do you? I must admit I do quite enjoy listening.
You read the passage about Lady Carter's housekeeper. Lady Horton stole her, and that is why Lady Carter fell off tonight's guest list.
Hey, hi Simba. You hungry?
Lord Remington has asked to call on me tomorrow.
That is excellent.
Hungry?
Lighten?
To enjoy myself. Very much.
Hi.
I'm certain he did as well.
Would you like to eat?
Pitiable, I think.
He's kind of thing, but perhaps overly so.
Pardon me, what are you whispering now?
Mr. Bridgerton, we were wondering why an eligible gentleman such
I feel like I gotta make these lines a lot thinner. If I can, which I can. And then now we got to do it on the inside here. So let me think of this right here.
All right, who's hungry? You guys eat all the food that was there? Simba? Did you eat all the food that was there? Oh. It's time to eat. I shouldn't eat the food. You're really stressing me out.
Thank you, Israya. I definitely feel like I need something right here, and I'm gonna find I need to find another reference and see if I could do a gladiator. Do a gladiator right there, a dead gladiator.
Come here, Simba. Come here. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Russell Crowe is hot. Hi. Hi. I'm not gonna put more food down because you guys haven't eaten what's there. Finish your dinners. It's now 6 minutes.
This sword is absurdly long.
Ouch.
But it's okay. Pookie, stop. Go. Psst, eat, go. Psst, psst, eat, psst, psst, eat, psst,
What are you doing?
Just trying to get around me. Little sneaky bugger.
Deeper. Ouch, watch those claws.
Go down. Go down, Pookie. There you go.
So sharp.
Oh, you know what? Now's a good time for a break, people. I'll take a break right now. Might be for the evening. It's only 6:22. Like I should just keep going.
Yes, just
Keep going and going. Let's go. Let me see what I'm doing with this piece right here.
hello. Hello, sweet. Look at it. It's Oh.
You like Blueface guy? Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good. But you know what? Yeah, now's a good time for a break. Gonna clean off my brushes. So many brushes. It's interesting because this painting's gonna look so different once tomorrow hits. Once the paint starts to dry in layers, I'm gonna have areas that get a little darker. Some areas are gonna get a little brighter. Simply because the areas on the side are gonna get darker. Yeah, I like Blueface. Mr. Blue. I think his name is Jimon Housen. I know I'm not pronouncing his name right. Jimon Housun. Houson. Does he actually look blue on camera? Yeah, I guess he does look blue on camera. All right, I need to take a break, get some water.
Yes, get some water.
Find another reference for this little corner back here.
Some underwear.
And that's it for tonight. We're going to take a break. Hey, take care.